Hey everybody, good morning. It's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side for now. And one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is the Days of Our Lives. Oh, there are so many times when I just say that at work all the time. I'm like, so are the days of our lives. So let's just get right into it. So this week on Days of Our Lives was kind of strange because, when you normally watch a show, you can, with at least with the American soap operas and not the online ones, but and that's something interesting, but we'll circle back around to this. But so with the broadcast television soap operas in America, you can usually tune, oh my God, I need to learn English. You can tune in usually on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because those are the days that shit goes down, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays are kind of filler days. Now, those days might change because of if there's any holidays coming up, But this week was kind of weird because they had their show on Thursday. It felt like a Friday because they closed with this music montage, and they had all the characters in their various scenes, and some were happy and some were sad and some were with people, some were alone, and it was just weird. Okay, so in any case, what's interesting about the online daytime dramas is that because of the format, because they're online, like every single episode has to be a Friday. Like every episode, you gotta tune in every single episode. So that's cool. I definitely enjoyed that as a viewer, But that could also play a role in why those episodes are always so short, like 15 minutes for East Siders, 8 minutes for Indoor Boys. It feels like, maybe because they have so much, pressure to do everything, they do it all in one episode and then that's it. So it's kind of crazy. Because I don't feel like they have the opportunity to let the beats play out a lot longer like they do on television, Even Bold and the Beautiful kind of has a little bit of that problem just because they're a half hour and all the other shows are an hour, but okay, but they could still be doing things a little bit better in terms of their writing and in terms of their storylines, but that is another recap. So, Days of Our Lives. Okay, let's talk about Ciara and Ben. So, first of all, let me say that this is probably the least annoying I have ever found Ciara, right? When she's with Ben, I actually don't mind her. I wouldn't go so far as to say I enjoy her, but I don't mind her. And this has been the most enjoyable that I have seen Ciara since they aged her and they took the part from Lauren Bowles, who is the little girl Ciara, the one who blackmailed Sammy for her diamonds, which cracks me up. And since she's been a grown-up, this has been the nicest that I've seen her. So I hope that they explore that and get them together because I really enjoy it. They're really cool. Oh my God, this whole drama. Oh my God. Okay, this drama. See, okay, they've got this drama with Brady and Eve. And this is what I don't understand. See, I love Eric Martzoff, who plays Brady. He's a riot. He is so funny. He is hilarious. But just his character is just so annoying. Oh my God, Brady is just... And Brady wasn't always like that. Like, I think maybe it was the drugs, I don't know, but when he was played by Kyle Lowder, who's coming back, FYI, let's talk about that real quick. Kyle Lowder's coming back to Days of Our Lives, and Kyle Lowder played Brady before Eric Martzoff played Brady, but Eric Martzoff is not going anywhere. So, in a way, it's kind of like shades of Steve Burton, because when he left Young and the Restless and came back to General Hospital, there was already somebody else playing Jason. And then they had this convoluted story figured out on how Steve Burton was the real Jason, and Billy Miller was just his twin brother Drew, and I mean that had undergone facial reconstruction. I mean, it was just that whole storyline was kind of ridiculous. It really was kind of ridiculous. But so he's coming back playing Rex Brady. Now, as a little bit of a kind of a recap for those of you who don't know who Rex Brady is. Rex and Cassie Brady were kept. They were made to look like they were aliens again. I'm telling you, aliens are nothing new on soap operas. People have been doing alien storylines forever. But they just looked like aliens because they had a lot of tinfoil like costumes, but I think because that's the only thing they had access to that they could make themselves. And they were pretty much feral children, Rex and his sister Cassie. They were like feral children. So, and they were played by, I don't remember who played Cassie, but I know that the original Rex was, oh God, now I don't even remember. Alex Winter, was that his name? No, that wasn't him because he was in The Lost Boys. What was his name? Rex. I don't know. He's on all these goddamn Hallmark movies. Look him up on Hallmark. He's in every single movie on Hallmark. It's crazy. And he played Rex for a long, long time until Rex left town. So now Rex is coming back to town, I guess, with Kyle Otter's face. So we'll see how that goes. But, oh, and Nicole's coming back too, which is good. You know, I love me some Nicole. So, you know, I can't wait to see how that goes. You know, oh my God, if Rex and Nicole are together, because they were married together in real life, that would be interesting. And you know, exes do have a tendency to work together in real life. I mean, look at Thad Luckenbill and Amelia Heinle, aka JT and Victoria over at Young and the Restless. They had a storyline recently, so you never know. Okay, so now let's talk about Gabby. I'm sorry, but I'm fucking living for Vengeful Gabby. I love it. I love it. She took her job back at Gabby Chic because Stefan wouldn't give her company back, but he would let her run it at a 5% raise, that is very smart because she's like, you know what, that's fine, but I need a 5% raise. He's like, okay, done. So he writes her a 5% raise and signs her to run Gabby Chic. And then she's pissed off at Stefan. Like, she throws shit at him. Like, she's a feisty little firecracker. And then she goes over to the Brady pub and she has lunch with Abigail, who's all freaked out because she's like, oh my God, I might be pregnant. And it turns out she totally is pregnant, or at least that's what the home pregnancy test says. Now, I know that your home pregnancy test should just be your first step to finding out if you are pregnant or not. It should not be your only step. So if you take a home pregnancy test and it says that you're pregnant, your next step should then be to make an appointment with your doctor and have them do a legitimate pregnancy test and have them let you know if you're pregnant or not. So, but according to this, she's pregnant and she doesn't know who the father is. It could be Chad, it could be Stefan. And of course, she's just spilling her guts out to Gabby. And Gabby's pissed because remember, Mommy, I hate you. Remember last week with Ariana? Oh my God, that was so hysterical though. I'm sorry. Just chunkle out of the back of the head. Okay, so she's pissed off at Abigail because of, you know, she was almost killed twice in prison. And she's like, oh no, hell no, not again. So basically what happened is that Gabby knows what Abigail is going through. And she's also knows from the inside now how she's going to take down Stefan. So I'm fucking loving this Gabby. I'm loving her. I'm loving her 100%. I think she's fantastic. Okay, finally, let's talk about the gays. The gays. So, Will... I feel so bad for Paul. Because really, like, Will is nothing to really write home about. I mean, neither is Sonny. And so, Paul has been in love with these two men for most of his life. You know, he was in love with Sonny forever, and then he was back in love with Sunny, and then he messed around with Will, and then he was back in love with Sunny, and then now he's back in love with Will, and I just feel like you can do so much better, boo. You are gorgeous. Like, there's this movie out called Crazy Rich Asians, and everyone's talking about the cast and how hot the Asian guys are in the cast. Paul has been on Days of Our Lives forever, and he is beautiful. So it's not like, you know, it's that big of a secret, you know. And then, of course, there's my Japanese man, Hideaki Takizawa. He is gorgeous, too. I love him. Anyways. So Will had another memory of Sunny telling him that he loved him, and then he had the memory of him telling Sunny that he loved him, and Paul is already feeling the squeeze. He's like, okay, we're done. All right, I'll make us some coffee, you know. I felt so bad for him. I was like, oh. And then meanwhile, Sunny has Leo over because Leo wants more money because he doesn't come away with that much money because he had filed a sexual harassment lawsuit. And then once Kate found out that Chad took over Titan Enterprises, that she didn't want to go forward with the lawsuit. She just wanted him to accept the settlement so that Sunny still looked guilty, and that shroud of guilt covered Sunny, and then it would keep Chad there, but not so bad that it would devastate the company. Okay, understandable. But Leo was not about to do that, so he's like, I have to think about it. And then he goes over to Sunny and he says, I have to talk to you. He's like, there was someone pulling my strings, and he tells him that it was Vivian who contacted him at first. And he's like, yeah, well, Vivian is not around anymore, so who's still pulling your strings? He's like, well, it's a funny story. And that was kind of it. So we'll see how that goes next week. But anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Days, or DOOL, to talk Days of Our Lives, or you can also hashtag YR to talk Young and the Restless, which I'm doing next. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up for my YouTube videos to be sent to your email inbox every single day. Alrighty, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.